I don't know. When they called out my name, I didn't believe it. It was sitting on the mouth open. And it hasn't sunk in yet. I probably won't until I go home. But I appreciate everything that everybody's done. And it's been a lovely day.
Pleased, shocked, surprised, and happy.
So this is the Our Health Heroes Awards, which is to celebrate staff who work in the NHS, and we've got two categories, which is Clinical Support Worker of the Year, and we have Operational Services Support Worker of the Year.
Health support staff don't get nearly enough attention. Lots of big awards for doctors and nurses, but actually if you go into any hospital, the people who've been there for years, the people who glue it all together, often the people that patients tell you about. So when you say who was the kindest person, who was the person who really looked after you, you can have those difficult conversations with. They often say healthcare support workers because they're like you and I. They're really approachable, they're really friendly, they're really empathic, and they do a vital job. You know, without the healthcare support workers, the NHS would collapse like a souffle, and we need to remember that. We also need to pay them properly so we can encourage them to come and do the jobs. So really worth celebrating the contribution they make to the NHS.
Oh, I think they're not just a good thing, I think they're an absolutely essential thing, because our healthcare support workforce do such a fabulous job every day of making a real difference to the lives of our patients and our clinicians. And this award helps to just really recognise and give them due applause for the fantastic work they do.
They're the oil and glue that keep the service together and make it work.
Things like this really give people a boost, really makes them glad to be in their job, you know.
Oh, it's an absolutely brilliant initiative to celebrate the tremendous work that those who work in our NHS do every single day, from the cleaners and porters to the NHS receptionists to our nurses and our school visitors and home visitors. What goes on in our NHS from the staff is fabulous. They are heroes to all of us.
More than half of the NHS workforce are non-clinical staff. They have a huge part to play in both supporting clinical staff but directly caring for the public and patients, and they're such an important part of the workforce. They're very often not properly recognised and acknowledged and celebrated for the jobs that they do, and so today is one of those really rare occasions where we take unsung heroes and we really celebrate what they do.
We don't get the recognition that doctors and nurses do, so it's absolutely hugely important, and it's amazing that the domestics, the porters and the background staff, so to speak, get the recognition that they so deserve.
I've worked in the NHS now for almost 30 years, and the reality that I've experienced throughout that time is that the NHS is a team, and our organisations are built on teams, and it's really important that we recognise all members of that team, and this event today is an opportunity for us to do that.